overall cluster, what is controlling the overall cluster? There is something sitting on the cluster which is controlling the cluster. So this is a cluster. If I say on the top of it something is there to control, what is that?
Blackboard.
Yeah, what is that blackboard?
Blackboard is the manager
Yeah.
all the
So this is a
program.
blackboard,
Yeah.
and there is something called as fabric, right?
The fabric. Okay.
The fabric.
Oh, okay.
So all the nodes or all the systems in the cluster are controlled by something called as fabric. Okay, so these all nodes must be connected with each other, so that each and every information is passed to the other node or to the type of nodes. So if I say there is a SQL Azure team, if I say SQL Azure team, I am the lead for you. So you all must be connected under me so that I will know whatever you are doing. If I am not properly communicating with you, or you are not properly communicating to me, either of the way, vice versa. If you are not, or I am not communicating to you, what happens? This will break, and both of us will not have the same information. So we are in non-sync. So we should be always in sync. And in similar way, all the leads of all the teams should be connected with each other so that they will have the proper information from the management. Right?
If I communication him, I must throw you.
Yeah, either of the way that should be connected.
Yes.
So you got the information from Aziz. Did Aziz tell you that I will be coming late?
I send you and you send him.
Yeah. So similarly, some other way it has to be get communicated, right? So these all nodes are connected in something called as fabric ring. All the nodes. So if I say all the nodes these are all connected to each other through a fabric ring, because every node has fabric sitting on them.
Fabric agent.
Yeah, fabric agent.
Okay.
Every node has that sitting on it. So one can be MN, JC, DB, SS, DB, MN, JC. Something like this. All the nodes in the cluster will be connected with each other with the help of fabric agent on every node. Okay. So think that if something happens to a node, if something happens to some node, that particular node will be out of the ring. Okay, if something is broken, we will say that node has been out of the ring. So any communication happening through overall cluster should be done by fabric. And if any node new joins into the ring, then also fabric will communicate. Okay, so how do we know? That a node is down or a new node has come up?
Fabric ring.
So fabric, what it will do is, there would be a master sitting here. Okay. Everything will have agent, and there will be a master fabric wherein all these fabrics will report to this. So think that there is a node and this went down. The adjacent nodes the neighbor nodes will say that my neighbor is not responding to me.
Okay.
Or this will say that my neighbor is not responding to me.
Okay. Okay.
Because the node which is down cannot say I am down.
Okay. Okay.
Because it is out of network.
Okay. So the connection is just a single connection with the neighbor.
Yes.
It's just the four connection each other.
Yes.
Okay.
So the neighboring nodes will say that my neighbor is not working. This will report to the master fabric. And then this fabric will do whatever it is needed.
When the node is down and or outrun, the nearby send the information. This fabric control
is not there. If I am not available, somebody will say that okay. If Kiran is not coming to the office, some other person will say that Kiran is not coming to the office because I am not reachable.
How we can know this node and nearby the node?
I think it's just like the CDP.
It does itself. That is how the blackbird is sitting, right?
Yeah, blackbird.
Blackboard.
Yeah, the blackbird is the overall code which is sitting. So this will control all the things. So how do we know whether that node is down? The log will be there. Which node was down at what time? And that is reported with these neighbor fabrics, neighboring fabric agents. So if this node goes down, they will say that, okay, my neighbor went down. My neighbor went down. That will be noted. That will be logged. So when we check that log, we will see that, okay, this went down. But which fabric reported, that we will not be able to see. Which fabric reported, that is not important. Whether the node went down or came up, that is important to us.
Okay.
The one node has the two nearby node.
Any of them can report, right? Both of them can report or any of them can report. The important thing is whether a reporting has been made or not. That is the important information. Who has reported it? That is not at all required. Okay. So similar way, if there is a node which has joined newly, if there is a new node which has joined, the fabric agent on this will communicate to the neighboring nodes, and as this fabric is working, it will report to the master fabric that I came in.
Okay, so every fabric agent will use a period of time, one time to send some package to the fabric blackbird.
Yeah.
And if some of them one is never send any signal to the blackbird, so it proves that is dead.
Yes.
And if that is dead, the fabric, the blackbird will say, oh, that is dead, we'll create a new one and install the fabric agent, and they will, okay.
Yes. So this actually, do you know what heartbeat?
Heartbeat, yeah.
Yeah, in Windows you must have, in Windows Azure you must have learned heartbeat.
Sure.
So every fabric agent would be checking that.
Okay.
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
So if the heartbeat stops, that is gone. Okay. So similarly, so in the fabric ring, you have all the nodes connected in a big fabric ring. Similarly, what happens is, if I think these are all the nodes, all are connected in the ring, okay? And I have told you there are 4 types of nodes, right? MN, JC, SS and
MN,
JC, SS and DB nodes.
SSDB, yeah.
Okay. So these nodes can be anything out of those 4 types.
4 types, yeah.
Out of those 4 types, these can be anything. In the similar way, the fabric ring consists of all the types of nodes. In the same way, each individual nodes, that is, all the MN nodes, all the JC nodes, all the SS nodes,
Yeah.
and
DB
nodes. These are connected to their individual rings. So, if I have like around 5 MNs, if I have around 5 MNs in the cluster, all the 5 MNs will again form a ring.
Around the span, the file space.
Think like this is an MN.
Yeah. Okay.
MN. This is JC.
DB. SS.
DB, SS. I'll include one more SS.
JC.
Somewhere here JC,
SS.
MN. If I take this, I have how many MNs? 1, 2, 3, 4 MNs, right? So these 4 MNs will individually form a ring.
5 minutes. All around 5 minutes.
Yeah, within the fabric ring, you have again the MN nodes forming as the ring. So all the MNs will communicate with each other.
Okay.
Because MNs will have a different information which JCs will not have, or DBs will not have,
Okay.
or SS will not have. Similarly, all the SS machines will form a ring.
Okay.
All the JC machines will form a ring.
Okay.
So, you have a big ring in which all the nodes are connected, and in which you have the type of nodes, and all the individual type of nodes will be again forming a ring individually. So, I will have a fabric ring, I will have an MN ring, I will have an SS ring, I have the JC ring.
Okay.
So, all these rings I will be having individually. So, rings internet the ring. So, fabric ring is the major part, a big part wherein all the nodes in the cluster are connected. Okay? Got it?
And every type of node
Yeah.
around the 5 minutes.
No 5 minutes, right? No 5 minutes.
Around 5 minutes.
No 5 minutes.
Individual nodes are forming as a ring. You explain in Chinese.
Yes.
What?
You explain that in
Oh,
Chinese.
okay.
In
What?
Chinese, please.
Each individual nodes, see there is a big fabric ring in which all the nodes are connected. All the nodes, all the types of nodes. All these form into a fabric ring.
就是他说，在这一个 fabric 里面呢，不同的 nodes 之间会有 connector， 那 connector 呢会互相去链接each node have the connector, the same type connector, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the connector will connect area.
Yeah, in the similar ring, they will be connected to each other.
Connect to each other， 他们会互相连接起来，通过那些 connector。
我知道，我就刚才是这个解释这个。
Okay, this is I told this number.
Yeah, that's for example. Example, yeah, such as 5 mm.
Yeah, if we have 5 MNs in a cluster, all the 5 MNs will be in a ring.
Okay.
If you have only 4 MNs, those 4 MNs will be ring.
Okay.
So, if one of the MN goes down, the other MNs will report that one of the MN has gone down, we need a new master MN.
Okay.
And the fabric ring the momentum the same 同时
In the same time.
in the same time.
Yeah, they will be on the same ring, right? So, what do you say? The same time instance?
Oh, if the GC node from the for example, if the MN node
Goes down.
doesn't need internet combination DB node.
They will communicate with each other. they will be communicating with each other. See, if the blackbird wants to do anything to the overall cluster, it will do with everybody. So it's not necessary that MN node doesn't communicate to DB node. MN node will communicate to DB node. It has to happen. And MN nodes will have some information which DB nodes don't require.
Don't require.
Yeah. Let's see. If MN node has some address, if MN node has some address, DB node doesn't require that address because MN nodes are going to take care.
Yes. I know.
Okay. So for the MN node, it just for some pleasure, the information and the synchronization use the connector.
Yes. And the gateway, and the MN node do not need take.
It may need or may not need. It happens. Yeah, that address this will give, but to MN node, who will give the address? See, gateway node is contacting MN. MN is giving the gateway.
Yes.
But who gives to MN? MN should have the information of DB, right?
Yes.
How this will give? That is done by the fabric.
Yeah. So the different nodes will communication each other for the specific information.
Specific information.
For the
Okay.
basic.
一般就具体的一些信息，一些非常特别的信息需要互相同步。但是呢，有一些特别的信息它不需要互相同步，不需要互相同步就有 connector 互相去同步，需要互相同步就通过这个东西去互相同步。
Which information is
Yeah, that we will say. So that's how going to happen there.
Okay.
So, but before that, we need to know basic thing. If this is not there, that no one understand.
Yeah, okay.
So this is how they communicate. So JC nodes have specific information which only JCs need to have. So they will communicate with each other. See. Managers. Leads.
Employee.
Engineers.
Yeah, okay.
All are employees.
Okay.
Engineers.
And chief.
Not chief, directors. We'll write directors.
Okay. Right.
Chief.
Chief.
There will be only one chief.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Chief will communicate something to director.
Okay.
Directors, there can be 5 directors. Example,
Okay.
5 directors. And under each director, there may be 5 managers or 3 managers. Think that 15 managers. Lead somewhere around 30. And engineers will have 100. Do engineers know all the information which leads has? Will engineers know all the information which leads has?
No.
Yes.
No, they will not know. Your manager, who is your manager? Who is your manager? Tony.
Yes.
Tony is your manager. Okay. So, Tony has so much information which you don't know.
Yeah.
But Tony has all the information which you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony will not pass to you, but you have to pass to Tony.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Understand. Yeah.
And so Tony is managers. All the managers in the Tony group, like all the managers which are in the level of Tony, will have the same information.
Okay.
All the managers need to report to directors. Directors may or may not give the information. Directors will only give specific information to the managers, but directors will have all the information.
Okay. So the company hierarchy architecture is just like the technical architecture.
Yeah.
With the chief with the
Blackbird.
Blackbird. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows everything.
Yeah. It knows everything.
He need not know what engineers should do.
This is the 4 types of DB and M
Yeah.
and SG.
Got it? Understood?
Yeah, understood. Yeah. And I will take a picture. Oh, okay.
So no problem. It's a small thing.
Okay, okay.
You can understand it.
Okay.
那个
So now
讲
we'll
说
be able
稍
to
微慢
make
点
that.，
稍微慢点。
Now see here. So fabric ring. This is the fabric ring in which we have MN node and DB node. We are not talking about JC and SS because in backend JC and SS do not do much work. Only DB and MNs have a lot of work to do. So we are concentrating on that. JC and SS. JC nodes are used only for doing some backup jobs or some, whatever the job has to be done, then they will be executed. And SS nodes will be useful when we are trying to recover some data.
Okay.
There is a lost data.
Okay.
The customer has lost some information or the information which has been deleted.
Okay.
So we have a backup of that particular data previously. So that backup first will move to the staging environment and then we will move to the production environment. Even in this box scenario also we'll do the same thing, right? If a database is deleted, we will get the backup from the tape drive, put it into a temporary database. How do you recover the database which is lost from the backup in SQL Server?
Delete.
Not delete. If you want to recover, do you know disaster recovery?
第三。